Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to When Can We Do This Again? Let's get a little closer here, guys. When can we do this again this week, guys? Your tips, tricks, can I say this right? Tips, tricks, reviews, previews, all things good and maybe not so good about Disney. And this week we're gonna do a little bit of a planning video. And what do I mean by planning video? This is gonna be a last second planning video, 4 weeks or less. So let's talk about that. Okay guys, so this is what I'm talking about. 4 weeks out, you decide to plan a vacation. You're like, let's go last second, let's go do some Disney. Wow, now you're inside of the 180-day window for dining reservations. You're inside the 60-day window for Fast Pass reservations, and everything's gonna be gone. Am I correct? 4 weeks or less, 3 weeks or less, 2 weeks or less. This vacation that I'm currently on was planned like less than a week out. So how do you get those primo dining reservations and good fast passes to go along with everything else? Let's start on the dining end. That's where we can fix most of it. That's where we can help most of it. That's where we can figure that out. Now with dining, it's going to be how often you're going to look. You're going to look a lot. 4 weeks out, 3 weeks out, 2 weeks out really is about the same. Like, you might find something sitting there and you might not. Once you get inside of that 1 week out, people start solidifying their plans. Maybe they booked like 3 Ohanas for one trip because they don't know which night they're gonna go to Ohana. Or they booked 2 Be Our Guests because they're not sure which day they're gonna be in Magic Kingdom. Then, it gets about a week out and they say, okay, they solidify and they say, we're gonna cancel this and this and this. That's when your opportunities will come up. And the closer you get, it's kind of weird. The closer you get, the more likely you're to find the reservation that you want. That 180-day point is optimal, and then like within 72 hours down here and everything in between, it's hard to find those reservations, and it just kind of curves back up. I will say that I found an Ohana 2 days out, 3 days out, 4 days out, somewhere in that range. Every night I was being able to find an Ohana for one of the nights that I was going to be on vacation. Even yesterday I was able to find 2 garden grills, one early and one late if I would have wanted to take them. This time I haven't seen a Be Our Guest. I think I did see a Be Our Guest for the first day, but that wasn't really of interest to me. So there are going to be like people start canceling 24 and 48 hours out. Even today, when I was looking at Sanaa for tomorrow, there was nothing in the early dinner period. Nothing. At 5 o'clock, when it was 24 hours out for that reservation, I checked it. Boom, 5:05 popped up. So someone decided 24 hours or a little bit in that side of that range that they didn't want that reservation. It's there. So keep checking those dinner reservations. If you're on a last second, just 72, just always check. I mean, it might be a little bit of a hassle, but more than likely you're going to get those reservations. Also look at, depending on how big of a party you are, look at 2s, or like say you're a party of 4, so you look at 2 and 2. You can kind of group those together depending on the restaurants. I've never heard Disney say no. I know it's probably not advised to do that. But I know when I came for Be Our Guest a couple years ago, we had 5 people. I scheduled a 2 and a 3, 15 minutes apart. It was Be Our Guest lunch, which is quick service, or well, not quick service. It's not set down, so I guess it is quick service in a way. So you sit down, and it was 5 of us. We're just gonna sit together. I mean, even though we had reservations that were off by like 5 or 10 minutes, we got all the reservations and got to sit together. So that is my dining, is constantly check. And like I said, that 72, 48, people have to cancel reservations if they're not gonna use them in those windows, the 48 and 24. So those windows are gonna open up, and boom, boom, boom. Here comes more reservations that you didn't think you could get, and you might find one of those primo reservations. Now on to the harder part, fast passes. Fast passes are going to get you, especially for the premium rides. It's going to be almost impossible to find a Seven Dwarfs or a Frozen or Flight of Passage or Navi River Journey Let's think. Is there anything else that might be hard to find? Those are going to be your really hard to find fast passes after even 100, or after the 60 days. Once it gets in that 30-day window, like they're pretty much gone at that point. There is rumor, and people do say that if you wake up when the park opens and check the app, there's going to be there'll be a few more reservations open for the next day. Then there's also the chance, and don't quote me on this one, but this one's kind of like, this is a fable, or this is one of those things that people like say this is working. I have never seen it work yet, and you might want to look it up. I think it's 10:34. Weirdly enough, at 10:34 every day, if you log on in the park, there will come like some of the premium fast passes open. I haven't experienced this one for myself, but I've seen it posted on Facebook forums that at 10:34 you can log on, and if you're on at that exact time, and I think it's 10:34, I could be wrong, I might be off on the time exactly, but there's a time in there that you can get those premiums. Otherwise, it's going to be kind of like dining, guys. You're going to want to check. 2 days ago, I was about 2 hours away from going to Animal Kingdom and pulled up the app, and there's a Navi and a Rivers of Light Fast Pass and a couple other ones. So people do cancel the day of, and there are people that are considerate enough to go ahead and cancel their Fast Passes when they know they're not going to use them, and they will open up. That is definitely a harder thing than the dining. The dining is more likely than it is with the Fast Passes, guys. So that is 2 of my planning tips for the last second reservation, for a reservation that you like, oh, we're going to go next week and we're going to go to Walt Disney World. Those are those really tight situations where you want to eat at Ohana, or you want to eat at Be Our Guest, or you want to eat somewhere special, and they might not be open, but they might come open. And same thing with Fast Passes. Just keep checking them, guys. That is my best recommendation when it comes to Fast Passes. It is a lot harder on the Fast Passes than it is dining. Guys, I think that's going to be it. I've talked quite a bit here. Hopefully you've got something out of that with those 2 areas, and hopefully if you plan a last second trip to Walt Disney World, you have a great time, and you can use some of these tips to help you with your dining and Fast Pass decisions. So guys, I'm gonna get out of here. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give me the big thumbs up. If you really enjoyed it, hit the subscribe button down here, guys, and go ahead and get all my videos all the time, and get your alerts as well. I'm gonna get out of here. I hope you enjoyed it, guys, and until next time, I hope to see you again so we can do this again. Bye bye.